Hey, like I say, man, we got to get up in this thing right now. You know, hey, this presentation today is especially addressing the Democratic the Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah, it's addressing all that stuff right there. Pardon me. This is a crazy one right here. And like I say, now all of the receipts actually weigh in. Now we can start to put some things together, as opposed to, the stuff that we done heard or whatever. Now we can actually see, who did what and who's actually guilty of doing certain things. Okay. Yeah. And like I say, we got some updates today. Oh man, it's just crazy today, man. And like I say, if you ain't smashed that like button already, I'm asking you to please do so. Like I say, you will not be disappointed. We're gonna get up in this thing today with these Democrats, right? And this whole Black Lives Matter demonstration, the sign, y'all. Okay, let's go, man. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Let's go. Oh yeah. Front line with the damn front line, man. Right now, man. Let's go, man. We're going front line with the front line with this guy right now. Let's go, man. I think glitch it, bro. We're going back in. We're going right back in now. Yeah, they try to glitch. Sit at the modesty, humility at the beach. Y'all keep game. Don't be fooled. Don't let them fool you. If you don't believe nothing else, make sure the fuck that you believe that. Yeah, the psyop is motherfucking real out this bitch. Like I say, they want to put that out there. But we go any further up in the motherfucking building with this continued fucking coverage, man. Let's go, man. Let's take it back to the city of Charlotte. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. And you already know why we here today. Like I say, we got to get into this discussion right here. Like I say, it's linked in. We done already had this discussion about George Soros. We done had this discussion about Antifa and all that, before anybody was even talking about that mess, okay? All right, so let's go, man. Playgrounds in all these neighborhoods. Can't do nothing. Ain't shit about no damn taking away the money and fucking up the economy. They can grow the fucking economy and grow on a goddamn tree. It ain't nothing but trees and fucking eat. It's goddamn monopoly money. Wake the fuck up. Psyop ass shit, but understand what's going on. Okay. Yeah, cause you know, come here, make sure I don't touch nobody. Just clear everybody out. But I got to say, I'm not man, it's fuck, man. See, that's one of the mainstream media, man. They got these low budget crisis actors, students going to the School of Performing Arts, probably from Montreal or some damn well up in New York, acting and shit. And the same way you do flash mobs and run up in stores, you do flash mobs and act. Look at this shit. Gonna be just racing in front of the police car and shit. Look at this. Hitting the back of the car with a skateboard. Look at the fake shit, yo. Look at all of the fraud stuff. Come on. Let's point it out. They're basically trying to say that the youth is out of order as opposed to the youth that's upset about what took place with George Floyd. Make sure you throw it on your TV. See, that's for the rest of the world, right? That's for the mainstream media. What they want you to see. Fully covered up in shit. You don't know what the fuck this is. Yo, this is wild.
Yes, look, the same footage. He doing this over and over again. Look, 194 people watching. I guarantee you the same thing will come back home watch. And this live, look. Look at all these photographers, actors. Come on, man. What they got on the GoPro camera or some shit? Why they out there protesting shit? Look at the cops and shit. Motherfuckers got on helmets.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have on a helmet at the protest. Look at this. Look at the movie.
They got their own cameraman and shit. Fuck on me standing up. Look at those, the police just pushing people. Jumping on type of corners and shit or whatever, man. Come on, man. Tell me y'all ain't falling for this shit right now.
Tell me you ain't falling for them.
We seen the real footage. Now I can show you the real footage. This shit ain't real. Look at this shit. Look, come on, man. When they start doing shit like this, these niggas crazy, man. Yo, they crazy, man. All facts. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
To this channel.
Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Matter of fact, subscribe to all channels, man. Like I said, we're gonna get into this heat right now, man. We've been trying to, piece it together or whatever. Like I say, I'm gonna make it easier for you today. All right, let's go, man.
Both in gassing the handicapped and then gassing the Jews, and in hundreds of thousands of forced sterilizations, that eugenics became a bad word. But here we have Margaret Sanger in the 1950s still giving speeches advocating sterilization, still supporting forced sterilization, and lamenting that eugenics is now a bad word. So not only was Margaret Sanger for forced sterilization, she was still for it after many people ran away from it in the 1950s. Margaret Sanger was the founder of Planned Parenthood. What's often covered up today by Planned Parenthood and their supporters is that she was a raving eugenist and she believed in human breeding and
this shit is crazy as hell. The founder said she didn't want the word to get out that they wanted to exterminate the Negro population. You see this shit, right? This is bugged out. And this is the person that Hillary Clinton actually quoted. I know it's an eye-opener. I already know it is.
Thing as sin. Well, I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born. That to me is the greatest sin that people can commit.
The
most serious evil of our times is that of encouraging the bringing into the world of large families. The most immoral practice of the day is breeding too many children.
I know you just hit the motherfucking floor. Hillary is a person that actually received donations to run against President Trump by Planned Parenthood, which was started by this woman that made this quote. And Hillary don't mind making those quotes as well.
And of course, on a national level, Republicans in Congress have been willing to shut down the entire federal government over Planned Parenthood funding. Have you ever noticed that the same politicians who are against sex education, birth control, and safe and legal abortion are also against policies that would make it easier to raise a child, like paid family leave? They are for limited government everywhere except when it comes to interfering with women's choices and rights. Well, I'm here today to tell you we need to be just as determined as they are. We need to defend Planned Parenthood against partisan attacks. If right-wing politicians actually cared as much about protecting women's health as they say they do, they'd join me in calling for more federal funding for Planned Parenthood.
Do you hear this shit right here? You see how she tried to rally up the troops? See how she called for extra funding for Planned Parenthood Why the hell she needed funding from the feds, from the FBI, from the damn government? Why does she need funding in order to build Planned Parenthood facilities? Does any of this stuff make sense to you? Does it not sound like that this is a sham? Does it not sound like that she has an agenda in mind? Why in the hell will we actually be backing facilities that's actually, making it possible for women to have abortions and stuff? Come on, woman. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. But you go out and you vote for people like this. You back people like this. But Trump did this and Trump did that, right?
Now that we have the Affordable Care Act, there are options for a lot of women to seek medical care that didn't have those before. But Planned Parenthood still remains a very important part of the whole healthcare delivery system, particularly, but not exclusively, for poor women. And I just strongly believe that we need to make sure that it can continue to do that into the future.
You hear this shit?
Do you hear this shit?
This shit.
This is too much, man. This is too much. This is too much. Now, let's expose this shit.
Hey, you see this shit, right? In London, in the UK.
Goodness me, I mean, this just goes to
You know this shit fake.
Look at this dude running.
Me even trying to paint the picture. Like
this is so bugged out.
And things of that nature. You ain't seen anything close to what the hell, been taking place within the States any damn way. Look at this dude like he's still running. Motherfucker, ain't no shit gonna scare your ass that much, except for a damn, scary movie or something. Jason or Freddy, Michael Myers, throw them in there. You might run that damn fast. But this guy supposed to have been reporting and ran that damn far from some protesters, from some black people now. It was black people that he ran away from. It wasn't so much that, they were protesters. I think it had everything to do with the fact that they were black, although he would be one of those reporters that will be putting emphasis on Black Lives Matter. Look at this shit. Look. Watch the gang signs and shit. Look. Look at this shit. What the fuck set was that? Yo.
You see this
man,
shit?
Motherfucker's crazy. I'm telling you, yo. Watch how he strike out running. Look. Watch this shit.
This nigga gonna strike out running.
Crazy, man.
He gonna strike out running.
Then they moving the camera around.
This is all done for the media, y'all. This is all for the media. This is politics, y'all. We're gonna get into politics, and I'm gonna show you what's good.
That just let us know.
Oh yeah.
How fake that this shit is. It let us see how scripted and manufactured and how fabricated and a lot of this stuff is. We done been touched on Antifa. We done showed on how that they done single-handedly, collectively, it's done been students from different countries and shit. They done came over here, whatever, done rocked us to sleep, then got people hyped up to the point, where they wanted to be, up in the midst of action. That's all that it is.
That's all it is.
All these photographers, right? And journalists.
All these photographers and these journalists. See how they created this?
Stop playing, yo.
See how they created the scene?
So a black woman in London pushing on a cop like that.
Look at this. So a black woman in London pushing on a cop. Are you serious, man?
Gosh, man.
Look how they painted the scene. They got cops out here in high visibility vests and shit.
Just stop the boy.
Are you serious, man? What type of shenanigans is this? Look at this, man. They want the rest of the world to see this. That dude talking about get back. He hollering and stuff. Let this dude, man, pushing on people and stuff. Now this was days after the first protest even fucking started.
All that over here.
We're gonna bust this psyop down. Oh yeah, it's going all the way down today.
Now do the Antifa.
See this?
Getting people hype and fucking up shit throughout various cities. Now, lo and behold, the National Guard then came through. So now they setting up shop. There's many people that actually believe that the National Guard is going to set up shop throughout different spots, out in the hood or whatever, especially in those spots where, those stores, DTLR and various other,
minority frequented stores and shit are at. Yeah, so they gonna be right the fuck around there or whatever. You would think that they would be guarding Nordstrom's and those other high-end department stores, Macy's and shit like that or whatever. No, hell no. That's why you got so many afraid, coward ass, tucking their tail ass niggas out here right now. They keep pumping that, oh, it's the new world order. Oh, they about to do this. Oh, they about to do. They only gonna do what the fuck y'all allow them to do. They seem to strengthen the numbers just from the protests and the protest alone, just to know that there's some different shit that's going on out here. You see them damn numbers, despite what Antifa tried to damn do. Okay, look at the distress flag right there.
Look at the flag. Look at the flag.
The country is up under distress.
Look at the flag, yo.
Real talk. It's people crying out right now, don't even know what to do. People done been trapped off in this shit. Motherfuckers in jail right now, don't even know what the fuck they there for. They there for protesting for George Floyd, but went and broke out some windows, ran up in some businesses, basically robbed some stores, looted some stores. Now they ass sitting up in jail, don't even know what the hell going on. Right, now we got the National Guard in Washington. Yeah, they in Washington shit, walking around or whatever. Now, ITV News, our correspondent Robert Moore, he reported from the U.S. Capitol where he watched heavily armed troops taking up position at strategic locations across the damn country.
Protests across the country.
Denver
went into lockdown yesterday.
Right.
After someone there fired a gun near a peaceful protest. Protesters in Columbus, Ohio, charged the state capitol. And more demonstrations are expected there today. And protesters are also rallying in New York for a second day. NBC News correspondent Ron Allen is there. And Ron, what's happening where you are in the city?
Ron ain't doing nothing but telling some lies, just like the rest of these people that's trying to, put this stuff out here for the media or whatever, man. That's why we are out here chopping it up right now. Look at this dude, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole lie reporter. Look, he walking in the middle of the cops. Look.
He in the middle of it. He in the middle of it.
This is what they wanted the media to see.
Look at this shit.
The nation erupted into scenes of chaos, violence, and widespread destruction into the early morning hours.
And I keep telling you, man, this to make it make sense network, man. This shit like blue magic. Don't put no cut
on it, man.
Right,
we ain't putting no cut on this.
Whatever you want to, but we calling this a psyop.
That's what we calling.
Putting so much emphasis on minorities that's actually, taking stuff up out of stores. Like you just gonna see a white woman get hit by a police officer in the middle of the damn street, and just like you gonna see these cops, these officers dressed in black out here doing all this stuff. So you mean to tell me cops with guns, cops with tasers? You mean to tell me cops in general can't stop some teens, some young adults that's looting, breaking out windows of stores and shit? You saying they can't stop from fucking cop cars being burned down and shit? If that's the case, and all this shit right here happening that you see right here on the screen, folks just sliding TVs on up out that motherfucker. Just imagine what's gonna happen, right? If in fact, if the teens, if the young adults of this era right here was to get on some real shit.
Just imagine now. Just imagine. Huh?
You see this?
Huh?
White nationalist group posing as Antifa call for violence on Twitter. Now, we already went over Antifa. We know exactly what the hell is going on. I don't even know why they trying to damn smear the lines and all this crazy stuff now. Oh, this is crazy right here. Now you got other groups that's posing like they Antifa, out here creating stuff. All type of damn follies and shit in the whole damn line. That's why you seeing all that crazy shit on damn line.
Tending to be other groups on opposite sides of the political spectrum, all of them potentially dangerous and risky. It makes the intelligence operation that's going along with the violence suppression extremely complicated. Second concern that I have, Nicole, is I'm becoming extremely concerned that when law enforcement does its job, rounds up the most violent groups and entities and individuals, that politically that won't be received well if it's not the right people being.
Violence and vandalism is being led by Antifa and other radical left-wing groups who who are terrorizing the innocent, destroying jobs, hurting businesses, and burning down buildings.
Trump has vowed to label Antifa a terrorist organization, a move he lacks the legal authority to carry out. But his plan faces yet another hurdle. Antifa, short for anti-fascist, is not an organization as such. Instead, it's a leaderless movement. Autonomous cells of left-wing activists who share the belief that Nazis and white supremacists have no place in public life, and that their ideology must be met by direct action.
And of course, you see exactly who these damn shit starters are, who was out there playing like they was a part of a damn active protest and the whole nine. You see how they, resort to things or whatever. This is what they do. They go out, in public and then play like that they're actually for a protest. They're actually for the movement of on whatever the collective of the people are about. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do. They play that shit the whole damn nine. And then what they do is they try to hype people up to start tearing up stuff. See, this is the only thing, you see, that I had a problem with when it came to the protests. The way that the media was able to make it seem like that it was only black people that was going out there, and doing the looting and stuff, aside from people who were peacefully protesting and stuff. You see, the narrative, was actually switched when it came to Antifa and the people that was a part, of all of that stuff that we seen. People running up in stores, taking stuff and just all type of stuff. And it's sad as fuck, right? That people still haven't looked, deeper within the surface of any of this old shit right here. That's why I keep telling y'all, man, when I broke the news of this shit just the other day, I seen people, hey, yo, look here, man. I seen people start making posts about Antifa and shit. I've been trying to put y'all up on game with this shit right here, before any of this crazy shit right here even jumped off. Before anybody said, oh, they looting the stores, oh, they going crazy. No, I was telling you who the people was that hyped up that shit. You think it's a game if you want to. Like I say, you can go check your favorite channel holder page and see when they posted what about Antifa. But I know 2 days ago, I definitely put that science out there because I wanted to be able to heighten the awareness so that people could see exactly who the Antifa was and what they were doing and that whole damn smear campaign that was going on.
Along with the police, diffuse a situation in which some people were throwing bottles at cops. The protest leaders and the police joined forces.
Don't fall for it.
Those people to stop the cops.
Don't fall for it.
Camera on the roof of Road Camp 7. This is Madison Avenue. You're looking at Madison and 62nd Street. And there are huge groups of people who are on the street right now, Madison Avenue and 62nd Street. Basically, they've been shopping, shopping, and then they've been going up to the windows.
Where were these people?
Breaking through them. I'm going to show you right now. To one particularly.
Where were these reporters?
This example that we watched a second ago. Sorry.
In the beginning.
Throughout Manhattan, the curfew going into effect 6 seconds ago and lasting till 5 in the morning. But now, lessons apparently learned. The mayor says the curfew tomorrow night will begin at 8.
That's the curfew.
We're at 11 o'clock.
See, and yo, they wild. And yo, TMJ4 News, they actually broke the story where it was over $700,000 worth of merchandise that was lifted up out of a store. You see the scene right here. And like I say, Antifa is definitely behind any of the people, any of the teens, any of the young adults that actually took it upon themselves to go and then break up in a notable business. Those are the only people, and I repeat, the only damn people that you can blame for that shit right there. And of course, whoever that was dumb as hell enough to go and do that shit. Now, aside from any of that stuff that the media can say, I mean, any image that they can show, whoever that they can try to place blame or point the finger or whatever, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And you know why? Because I was already following Crime Chaser. See, I knew, about a lot of this stuff, before they even jumped off throughout mainstream media, especially from a Chicago perspective. So, of course, the narrative, was changed. There were some people, that stiffened the dynamic and had some people follow suit or whatever. But one thing that you got to understand is that none of this stuff, and I repeat, none of this stuff involving, rioting, none of this happened initially, okay? So just kill that. Stop trying to paint the picture, like it was some thugs and all this other stuff. It was some people that was aggressive and, they just wanted to come, and break up some stuff and then start some trouble. That's not how the fuck that it went down. That's why I'm glad, that I was able to get some real legitimate footage aside from that shit that was being stated on the damn media.
It was the market that broke it. I was just leading the charge. I set up the Open Society Foundation in order to improve the democratic institution.
Okay. I just want you to digest all of that shit right there. So he said that he was doing that in order to help improve for the Democrats. Is that what the fuck that George Soros just damn said? Now we done had a few examples already of on what Democrats are like and of on what they actually do. Planned Parenthood actually backed Hillary Clinton. They were the people that put up the money for Hillary Clinton to actually run against President Trump. Now think about this motherfucking shit. Planned Parenthood and everything they got to do with Planned Parenthood. Now if we look at who started Planned Parenthood and what the objective was of Planned Parenthood, it'll blow your damn mind to hear George Soros actually make a statement the way that he just did.
Hitler, just like Planned Parenthood, practiced and defended mass extermination, all in the name of racial purity, which is exactly what the founder of Planned Parenthood believed. Margaret Sanger believed deeply in eugenics.
Mm-hmm.
Check out this article from 1926 about Sanger's advocacy for birth control clinics. She said, "We want a world freer, happier, cleaner. We want a race of thoroughbreds." It shouldn't surprise you that Sanger established her first full-service clinic in Harlem in 1930.
Okay, we back now. Like I said, Margaret Sanger. That's the person that Hillary Clinton actually quotes. Now, I don't know if you remember this iconic moment during the presidential, the debate right here, the election right here. I don't know if you remember this shit, but she had some pretty choice fucking words to say to Donald Trump about Planned Parenthood. And of course, you do understand that Planned Parenthood is the actual facility where young melanated women actually go and then have abortions. But when they have those abortions, it's usually people that's purchasing these fetuses. I've even heard tales of people that ate these fetuses and stuff like that or whatever. That's why I'm saying, like, this shit is crazy as hell, how she would be, actually talking to Donald Trump, the now president of the damn United States.
Favor of defunding Planned Parenthood. He even supported shutting the government down to defund Planned Parenthood. I will defend Planned Parenthood. I will defend Roe v. Wade, and I will defend women's rights to make their own healthcare decisions. Mm-hmm. He said women should be punished, that there should be some form of punishment for women who obtain abortions, and I could just not be more opposed to that kind of thinking.
If you go with what Hillary is saying, in the 9th month, you can take the baby and rip the baby out of the womb of the mother just prior to the birth of the baby. Now, you can say that that's okay, and you can say that that's okay, but it's not okay with me.
Using that kind of scare rhetoric is just terribly unfortunate. This is one of the worst possible choices that any woman and her family have.
So in other words, what she's saying is, Planned Parenthood, will be the one that'll have the last damn say-so and all this stuff right here or whatever.
Lauren, pro-lifers want to make it clear that Hillary Clinton doesn't speak for all women. They say whether she hears that message or not, it's their duty to stand against abortion and for human life. Pro-life groups call on voters to say no to Hillary Clinton when they go to the ballot box in November. They reject what they call Clinton's radical support for abortion.
It's very sad to see someone like her rise to this, to the level that she is with this presidential election. And championed the killing of unborn human beings that emotionally mauls their mothers.
If I could talk to Hillary Clinton, I would ask her just to reconsider what she's standing for and to think about the lives that she's ended.
Planned Parenthood has apologized for the insensitivity of the employee who was taped, and they will continue to answer questions for Congress and others. But for more than a century, Planned Parenthood has provided essential services for women. Not just reproductive health services, including access to affordable family planning. But cancer screenings, for example, and other health checkups. And I think it is unfortunate that Planned Parenthood has been the object of such a concerted attack for so many years.
But anyway, really see, I'm not one of those people, you know, particularly, you know what I'm saying, that support Hillary Clinton. I don't agree with the stuff she does. I'm not down with any of those crazy old stuff right there. None of that Democratic movement stuff that George Soros is talking about. You figured there me? Okay. Because like I say, at Perry Funeral Home, I know you remember when this was trending, when the story came out about the, you know, fetuses, the 63 fetuses that was found, you know, at the Perry Funeral Home, the 11 at the Cantrell Funeral Home, and 4 more bodies that was discovered. And when this story developed, people was questioning, like, why all these different damn fetuses and stuff? Why are these fetuses being found in funeral homes out of all damn places? Fetuses now, but you got to think about it though. People actually go to Planned Parenthood. Yeah, people go to Planned Parenthood and stuff, right? You know, to be able to have abortions. But like I said before, people like Hillary Clinton, she's not explaining, you know, about these baby fetuses that's turning up in funeral homes and places like that and carrying on, and why people may just want, you know what I'm saying, to purchase a damn fetus. Why fetuses would turn up there and stuff like that. It gets kind of weird, to tell you the damn truth. So when people started, you know, hating on Trump back then, I think that the majority of people were not paying attention to politics. And I think that the majority of people, you know, the underlying issue, to keep it a buck with you, they didn't even know what the hell was damn going on, yo. I don't even see how a person could even, you know, support somebody like, you know, Hillary Clinton, especially, you know, knowing about what Margaret Sanger did on how that she wanted to push, you know, the whole eugenics movement, and how she wanted to basically lower the numbers of melanated beings, meaning that she actually viewed, you know, African Americans, she viewed melanated beings, she viewed Aborigines, she viewed, you know, dark hued people, she viewed, you feel what I'm saying? She viewed people that had melanin as being weeds. She said that these people had to be eradicated, you know. So when people, you know, ran out in droves, you know, and they was in full support, you know, of Hillary Clinton, we can't take away the fact that Hillary Clinton actually courted this woman. This woman had KKK affiliation and ties, and this woman definitely was not, you know, for the melanated community at a damn whole.
Sanger thought that the best way to change the law was to break the law. She launched the Woman Rebel, which promoted birth control, collecting the attention of the U.S. government, which immediately indicted her for publishing obscene materials. Instead of risking 20 years in prison, she flew the country and went into exile in England.
Sanger spent 1 year in England and returned to the United States in 1915 when the charges against her were dropped. A year later, she opened America's first birth control clinic in Brooklyn.
She called the press for interviews in which she announced the clinic, telling them it would be secret, essentially inviting police to come by. More than 400 women from the neighborhood came to that clinic. A few days later, the clinic was closed and Sanger and her colleagues were arrested.
See, you know some shady stuff was going on. Why the hell she had to go to Brooklyn? Why she flee from her homeland, go to England, then she go to Brooklyn and stuff? Why she go there and then want to practice, you know, this eugenic shit and the whole... Now, of course, everybody talking about the George Floyd protests and, you know, how long that has been going on. But, you know, during the midst of the protest, one of the things that I wanted to point out, I had to bring this to people's attention. You know, I wanted to put some emphasis on geophilia and what geophilia actually is. And like I say, shout out to everybody that actually liked this video right here. I had to add this within the live stream as well, just so that people are, you know, go back to the video. If you don't watch the whole video, at least go to the video, hit like on the video, you know, leave a comment or whatever. Like I say, I'm putting in that work right now. I'm going to connect all this shit together, and I'm going to show you about these Demoncratic, not Democratic, but these Demoncratic Black Lives Matter people, and on how that all of this stuff is actually connected together. We ain't even got started yet, to be quite honest with you. So if you ain't got your coffee, your blunts or whatever, you know, you might want to go ahead and then do that. Okay, so let me go ahead and then get into the science right quick, and we'll go ahead and then switch it all the way over. Like I say, if you ain't smashed that like button already, please do so. Please do so. Like I say, for this edition right here of the Democratic Black Lives Matter connection right here, we can reconnect all this thing together. We got to. Like I say, I've been hearing people talking and stuff. They be doing a whole bunch of talking, right? But the thing about it is, man, I need to see what the hell is going on. Yeah, man, this is YouTube, man. That's what I thought. I thought this was YouTube. See, on YouTube, this is what you're supposed to do. You see, as opposed to just going live and, you know, talking about stuff and all of those stuff right there and stuff. You feel it? So then when people say, well, you know, where the knowledge at? When you going to drop the knowledge? Okay, I'm dropping the knowledge. I got the knowledge right here, drop right now. I got the knowledge drop right now, family. You feel what I'm saying? So pack the house on this. Share these videos right here. Okay? All right. You see what I'm saying? When you go to them large channel holders pages and stuff right there, okay, they don't need no help. They got 80,000 people that come to their live stream. Share some information with somebody putting in some motherfucking work, okay? See, I did this just to see what the fuck was going to go on. So I'm going to keep on busting this shit down, and I'm going to show you on how this is a psyop, okay? All right, just for people that like to run over to other people's chats and stuff like that or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's some new shit that's going on or whatever. Ain't no new shit out this motherfucker, man. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. Like I say, the jewels done been dropped. The connections done been made. But I just think that it's just some people that just don't want to accept it. That's all that it is. I feel you, though. Yeah, I feel you. You ain't got to get it from me. You can get it from somebody else. Yeah, you can get it from somebody else. But the only thing about it is I'm going to do my part with this thing right here. Yeah, I got to drop this demo right here. If I did, man, I'd be wrong on all levels imaginable, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's connect this whole psyop together right now. Hook, line, and sinker right here. Here you go. There you go. There go the man right there. This is the leader of the psyop right here, guys.
Of course, each of those hashtags and what they represent adds in a voice to an important conversation. But each time somebody interprets hashtag Black Lives Matter as anti-law enforcement, one line moves away.
Okay, now let me make sure that the lines are not blurred whatsoever. Now this dude right here, James Comey, this was the spokesperson for Black Lives Matter. He was behind the scene. No one knew about it, but it just so happened that when he was fired by Donald Trump, it barely raised a brow. But James Comey is also this guy right here.
His FBI director, James Comey, on Tuesday afternoon. When a president fires an FBI director who seems to be investigating his inner circle,
the FBI, as part of our counterintelligence mission, is investigating the nature of any links between individuals associated with the Trump campaign and the Russian government.
Questions will naturally arise over whether he's trying to cover something up.
Right. Andrew Holmes. Out of all people. Andrew Holmes. Oh, yeah. Now, just know this shit, right? Andrew Holmes was actually awarded a certificate by the FBI, by the government. Now, guess who in the hell gave it to him? See, I remember this right here. See, when he walked across the stage, when he got that certificate and stuff like that or whatever. But see, he was the first person, you know, that made that statement, you know, about Kanika Jenkins, you know, all of that stuff right there, you know, going back to Black Lives Matter.
He acted as if he was for me, but then he came out here every time I talked to him. It took him to have to go talk to the police. I would be a friend. But then he called me this morning and tells me, oh no, the hotel's not making any money. So,
see, this was around the time right here that Andrew Holmes was telling Teresa Martin that she need to stop the protest and get them people, you know, away from Rosemont. That's what Andrew Holmes was telling her. And he said the reason for that being was because that the hotel wasn't making no damn money.
The hotel's not making any money. So I think you need to get on going live and stop the protest.
Has yet to snap, and that's usually the surest sign that summer and crime are coming. But today, the city's biggest titles outlined a significant drop in key stats. And as Brad Edwards shows us, they used one face as a shining example of what's right.
For the last 6 quarters, we've
Look
had a
at
significant reduction in the murder rate, also with a significant reduction in the shooting rate.
The backdrop, a key drop in gang shootings. Through March 13, 2014, down 45% compared to a year prior, 60% fewer compared to 2 years ago. 2 years into a strategy of gang audits and warning future potential victims. Has the deep freeze aided that drop, especially this season?
Well, it hasn't been winter for the last year and a half.
Look, you see him, right? See all this shit right here. All of it, I'm telling you, all of it's connected. You see? Then he try to low key, you see what I'm saying? Be up in the scene or whatever, right? We been peeping game with all of this stuff right here and these narratives and stuff that was right. Man, we been had to drop on them. See? Look at him. Sitting back there, straight facing the whole damn nine. Now, I'm going to explain how this whole damn psyop is actually tied together. And when I'm speaking about this psychological operation, I'm talking about the people, you know, that had the hand in this, that was handing out flyers, going through the community and the whole damn nine or whatnot, right? Right. Andrew Holmes, one of the main culprits, yo, just sitting there listening to Rahm Emanuel as he talking or whatever. See, he been on the payroll and everything. Out there playing like he a community activist and all this stuff or whatever. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about when I'm referring to Black Lives Matter. You know, everything that I've been speaking about in this damn totality. Okay, and I just want you to know that this has nothing to do with Trump. Okay, this is who Obama brought up in this demonstration right here. Now, Trump had to fire James Comey because it was a lot of underhanded stuff that was going on. You see, he was knee deep in the game. And being that he came from Memphis, he was connected to Black Lives Matter, which is actually connected to George Soros, which connects all of this together. See, he was sworn in. Trump went ahead and bust him down. This the same dude that gave Andrew Holmes a job.
I, James B. Comey,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
That involves perceived or actual misconduct by police that's captured on video and spreads around the world bends this line this way. Each incident that involves an attack on a member of law enforcement bends our line that way. I have seen those lines arcing apart in a lot of different ways. I actually see an example and a demonstration of that arcing through hashtags, right? Through the hashtag Black Lives Matter and the hashtag Police Lives Matter. Of course, each of those hashtags and what they represent adds in a voice to an important conversation. But each time somebody interprets hashtag Black Lives Matter as anti-law enforcement, one line moves away. And each time that someone interprets hashtag Police Lives Matter as anti-black, the other line moves away.
And ironically, this was in 2017. As you can clearly see, nothing but receipts. And like I say, he was honored by the FBI on a Friday by director James Comey. It's crazy too, because all the leaders were honored. They were selected by the FBI field office, having demonstrated outstanding contribution to the community through their service. The year's honoree have been distinguished themselves in remarkable ways through hard work, leadership, and strength of character. Time again, today's award recipients have put out others before themselves. Comey said at the ceremony, that's where Andrew Holmes got awarded. Holmes was praised for as a board member and president of the Operation for Restoring Innocence. His work with schools and churches, his mentorship with children, and also his work on community-based anti-gun marches and gun buyback programs.
Hotel One surveillance.
Yo, man.
Good evening, I'm Rob Johnson.
And I'm Erica Sargent. For days, the big question, how did Kanika Jenkins wind up in a freezer? CBS 2 Sandra Torres is live at the Rosemont Police Station tonight. Sandra.
Well, Rob and Erica, a short time ago, crisis responder Andrew Holmes came here to the Rosemont Police Department. He told us he saw the surveillance video, a video that shows Kanika walking into that freezer on her own.
Me looking at the video, she was trying to find her way back upstairs to the lobby. And she was checking the doors, and she was checking other doors, just trying to find her way back upstairs. So in saying that, she was walking forward where all of the video cameras caught her every movement, and I watched her as she went through the other door, and at the same time, she went through an unsecured area, which is not her fault.
And that unsecured area is where the walk-in freezer was located. And here's what else we know at this hour. Rosemont police tell us they released the surveillance video to the attorney of Kanika's mother so she can view it. They
Every movement, and I watched her as she went through the other door, and at the same time, she went through an unsecured area, which is not her fault. Because if someone is staying in here with their children, and the area is not secured, you can catch a child go in there and open up the same door, and this could happen to them. But when the toxicology report comes out, it sends it back to another level of almost in our system. And she's not a person that drops fentanyl or these pills that they are taking, and that's not her character. But at the same time, if something was put in her cup, then it goes back to who was in this room and who may have dropped something in her cup.
And as strange as all of this right here may be to you right now, Andrew Holmes was actually the guy that was on the case for Kiara Coles as well. That's why I don't, find any of this stuff, with being ironic. But I think that a lot of it, definitely has to do, with Black Lives Matter and the people that actually funded this movement, to be able to smear, with this campaign, similar to the way that I showed you with Antifa, a few days ago or whatever. But if you don't believe that Andrew Holmes is connected up in this shit right here, I don't even know what the hell to tell you at this point. I'm dead serious. You see this right here? This is an old school clip about human trafficking. Now, this is the victim that's, telling her story about human trafficking. This is bugged out. But, like I said, you got to take a look at this. Now, it was a 14-year-old girl that went to a party with a friend in May. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. Now, she was drugged and kidnapped that night and later sold for sex. When she refused to have sex with men, she was repeatedly beaten. Tell me if that don't sound like Kanika Jenkins. You hear this? In the state of Illinois. See what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And update with the update. Update. It was court. Oh, yeah, they making Hillary come and testify now. Ain't no ducking and dodging up out of that. Now they talking about the media helping out Trump. The media ain't helping out Trump. Like I say, the receipts is on deck. Why you think people like Joe Biden trying to jump up in the game again? Why you think he trying to get back out here on the front line or whatever? In 2015, the United States Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, she drew controversy by using a private email server for official public communications, rather than using official State Department email accounts, maintenance on secure federal servers. So there's no longer Secretary Clinton's State Department judge is wary of her deposition over those emails. Now, if the question, you know what I'm saying, is whether it's been adequate search, what difference does it make? What the intent was, a reason for using a private server or Hillary Clinton or anyone else's. You figure there'll be understanding of the state's record searching obligations. And come on now. So Hillary was still using the damn private email. Well, like I said, her ass going back now. Ain't no way around that. All them allegations and stuff that people was making, Alex Jones and them talking about Pizzagate and the whole damn nine, the disappearance, you know what I'm saying, them basically shutting up Julian Assange, all this stuff right here, man, now it's coming into fruition. Now we're going to see what people got to say, because there was a lot of people in the beginning that didn't even believe it.
Mr. President, when did you first learn that Hillary Clinton used an email system outside the U.S. government for official business while she was Secretary of State?
At the same time, everybody else learned it through news reports.
Were you disappointed?
Let me just say that Hillary Clinton is and has been an outstanding public servant. She was a great Secretary of State for me. The policy of my administration is to encourage transparency. And that's why my emails through BlackBerry that I carry around, all those records are available and archived. And I'm glad that Hillary is instructed that those emails that had to do with official business need to be disclosed.
Well, you say that you have the most transparent administration ever. You said it again just a couple of weeks ago.
She then decides to essentially yuck this up on late night television. Do you think this was a good idea?
Well, some people will have a problem with that, but I think in this sort of media environment, when you're on a show like Jimmy Kimmel and you get asked about this, the best thing you can't ignore it. You have to just sort of talk about it, maybe try and use some levity to be dismissive about it. I don't think she really misplayed anything last night, addressing it in the way she did.
Well, like I say, despite what the hell that she said or had to say or whatever, ain't nobody in the world, what I'm saying, gonna be accused, of doing some stuff, with some children or whatever, all this Pizzagate stuff, all these emails and stuff that we heard about. No one's gonna be accused of that and then just laugh it off. Come on, stop playing now. You ain't gonna sit there and be laughing like how she laughing, man. Oh my goodness. Stop it, lady. Just stop.
Is evidence that they were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
The FBI did investigate this and cleared her of any criminal charges, but that's not the end of it. Well, it all comes back to this guy, Anthony Weiner. He's the disgraced congressman who's being investigated. It was while the FBI was conducting their investigations on Weiner that they found emails belonging to his wife, a woman named Huma Abedin.
Listen, y'all.
Thank you, Oma.
Now, she is crucial because she is the link to Hillary Clinton. She's the Democratic nominee's top aide.
You think people ain't already done connected this thing right here together? We know exactly what the hell is going on. Oh my goodness, like I say, man, the search results, man, all you gotta do is just look it up. It was 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Yeah, they go the proof in the pudding right there. That's all the proof that's in the damn pudding right there. And like I say, even with the connection, with George Soros, and a few other of these clowns that's out here, that's making it hard for us, using these smear tactics and stuff like that or whatever. Like I say, I'm gonna do what I can, man, to be able to bust it down. That's all that I can do. I can get up in here, I can laugh, I can joke, I can do all that old type of stuff like that in the whole damn nine, right? But see, when it come time to dropping them Jews, making it motherfucking make sense, you already know that I'm gonna do that. That's my motherfucking job. But see, when it comes down to politics and politics, I think that it's people that got this confused. They don't really understand the underlying theme to a lot of the things that's taking place right now, especially with what the fuck we just seen with their protests. When I spoke about Antifa and how them clown motherfuckers was hyping people up in the whole nine, and then you had people, taking bricks and busting out windows and stuff in the whole nine. The connectivity with all of this within itself is nothing but Black Lives Matter. These been the main people since day one that been out here running this motherfucking psyop, been out here trying to make stuff seem like, you know, that, you know, that something is what the fuck that it was. That's why I say that connection with Andrew Holmes, man, it's undeniable. Tracing all the way back to James D. Comey, because James D. Comey was the spokesperson for Black Lives Matter. George Soros was just a money man. He played the forefront with it. Okay, that's right. That's how Andrew Holmes came up in this thing with this Chicago demonstration when they awarded him that motherfucking plaque. Now, if I just sit up here and talk about it, that's just me talking about it. Now I go live and I show you all of this, right? I show you all this. I don't get 8,000 and 20,000 views and stuff like that, but I will show you the truth. And I'm gonna keep doing that, regardless of where it don't even matter. I already know what's good. Like I say, them large channel holders, man, they know who World News is. They already know. You know why they know? Because we make it make sense over here every motherfucking time. It don't make a damn what we talking about. It don't matter what we talking about, family. And I think that may be why they may be a little disturbed about that thing or whatever. You know, I got y'all, man. That's how I go. Yo, we got to bring it to the forefront, man. We can't just be over here puppy foot, man, and saying this and that, you know, without no proof and stuff like that. Nah, we're not going to do that. See, that's what those other channels are based off of. See, I like to deal with facts. You feel me? You got to be able to show me. You can't be just, you know, running that old yin yang and all that and the whole damn night. Nah, we're not going to do that. Not over here. So if you're new to the channel, if you just come into the live stream, just know that we make it make sense. Just period, point blank. That's all that we are aiming to do. And like I say, this Democratic alliance, this Demoncratic alliance and allegiance that these people got, man, don't be fooled, man. Don't be, hey, look, don't be fooled. That's my word, man. You don't have to have 1,000 people up in your chat to be telling the motherfucking truth. And you definitely don't have to have a large amount of subscribers or people that's up in your live stream chat in order to drop these Jews. That's all we're going to do is just make it make sense. And you already know what it is. I'm your host, World News. You already know what it is. I might come back up in this Jim Jank in a minute. I had to make sure that I could be able to do this upload within an hour, because that's how my live stream's gonna go. So when you hear me talking over my own videos, I got the right to do that because it's my own content, as opposed to me hijacking somebody else's content. I can do that too. Laugh and joke, shoot the breeze, and all of that. But when y'all ask for that information, just know I'm gonna give you that information, okay? So the same way that you out here sharing these large channel holder videos that don't need no damn help whatsoever, make sure that you share this video. And I'll check y'all next time. All right, I'm out.